Next thing I need to do is I need to turn these sketches into 3D. I'm going to go to my extrude and I'm going to choose sketch 2. Again, if I want to, I could go 1, 2 and click on there. Just going to zoom out a little bit. Far too big. I'm going to go to the depth here and I'm going to change that to 1.7 millimeters. I'll press tab and I'll get a preview. I'm quite happy with that. That looks about right. Green tick. So it's starting to take shape. I am going to hold down the right button of my mouse, and I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to look at the bottom of my 1x2 brick. And like we did before, I'm going to use it's this tool here. It's our shell tool. So again, hover over any tool you want to hover over, and it'll bring up the name. And it does, if you leave it there long enough, give you a little description of what it's going to try and do. We're going to use the shell tool. So left click. Here's my shell instructions. And the blue box, again, it's asking me a question. It's saying, what face do you want to remove? What part do you want to remove, sir? So I'm going to click on the bottom. And I need to change the shell thickness to 1 millimeter. Press type 1 and press tab. Green tick. So, it's almost finished. Now, with the 1x2 brick, Lego brick, it's got a little part just on the inside here, which I want us to have a go at creating. So, a couple of ways we can do this. I'm going to show you the way that I think is the easiest. I'm going to hit bottom. So I'm looking straight up from underneath. I'm going to use my roller ball on my mouse to zoom in. And I want to sketch a little circle in here. So I'm going to click sketch, which opens up my sketch toolbar. It's grayed out because it wants me to tell it where I'm sketching. I'm not sketching on the top plane or the front or the right plane. I'm actually going to sketch on this part of the object I've created. So I'm going to left click there. Now my toolbar comes alive. I'm going to choose center point circle. I'm going to snap it to the origin. And so I'm going to move my mouse out now. Now I don't actually have a dimension for this part. I could go online and find out. And that's something you could do if you wanted to. But I'm going to kind of use a guesstimate here. I think that is 1.5, I'm going to say. So I typed in 1.5, tab, gives me a little preview. Quite happy with that. Green tick. I need to make this circle into a 3D object. So I'm going to use extrude. Here's my extrude instructions. Keep it solid. It's going to be new. And it's asking me, well, what do you want to extrude, sir? And as I said before, I've got two options here. I can click here because of the sketch 3 of that circle I've just sketched, or I could choose the circle here. On this occasion, I'm just going to click the circle there. It's gone up too far, so I need to change that. Now I know the height of this object is 9.6 millimeters, so I'm going to change the depth to 9.6, and I'm going to tab R. I'm going to green tick that one. And my final thing, I'm going to use the old shell, and I'm just going to hide the origin because it's getting in the way right now. I'm going to click on that face there, my mouse button. The shell thickness is going to be quite small, 0.2, let's try that. There we go, green tick. Oh, I can see that extrude hasn't quite worked. It's a little bit, that's because I gave it a thickness of 1 millimeter. So this is really interesting actually, because this is a great example of showing you how one of the benefits of using computer-aided design is that if we make a mistake, it's so easy to go back in and change it. So I know if I go to my, I'm going to go to the, let's go back to my isometric view. Let me have a look at it from the right side. I can see that that little part underneath that I've just made is too long. It sticks out the bottom. So I know I need to change something. So that extrude that I've asked it to do isn't quite right. So to change it, and I like how Onshape, if you hover over different parts of your design, so there's my extrude 3, extrude 2, and so forth, it will highlight in orange which part of the design we are looking at. So I want to go to extrude 3, and if I double click my mouse button, I'm back into the extrude instructions. Now I've over extruded it by 1 millimeter. So I need to do 9.6 millimeters minus 1 millimeter equals 8.6 millimeters. I think that should be right. There we go. And green tick. Well, that's a really, really good learning piece there, because it just goes to show how easy it is to make changes to your design. If you have made a mistake, you haven't got to undo everything. You can go into one part of it and make the change. So let's have a look. There we go. I'm not going to do the Lego signs or symbols on the top there. You can do that. We did that in our Lego brick one, but I'm not going to do that on each of them. What I am going to do though, I want to change the color. So I don't always like this blue tack blue. So remember, I'm going to right click my mouse button on the object that I have designed, and I'm going to go for the whole part one. I want to edit the appearance for the whole of it, so it changes all of its color. And let's go for green and green tick. There we go. That is your 2x1 Lego brick finished. Have a go and enjoy yourself.